Let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever watched a woman start pulling away emotionally, and no matter what you said, nothing seemed to work? You complimented her. You tried harder. You did all the things you thought would bring her closer, but somehow she only seemed to drift further. What if I told you that the real reason had nothing to do with how much effort you showed, and everything to do with how you communicated? Because here's the truth. Words carry energy. Some words make you look like every other guy trying to impress her, but some words, when said in the right moment, make her stop, make her feel, make her start seeing you as the man she doesn't want to lose. These aren't pickup lines. These aren't tricks. They're emotional triggers that flip the script, that make her start thinking about you long after you're gone. Let's dive in. Point 1. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to see you. Alright bro, let me tell you something that most guys never figure out. You know why women lose interest so fast? It's because most men show up already acting like they've lost, like they have to win her over just to be good enough. And you've seen this, right? The fake laughs, the forced smiles, the way they start agreeing with everything she says, like she's some celebrity or something. And women can feel that energy instantly. It screams desperation, even if you hide it with jokes or fake confidence. But here's what flips everything, bro. Instead of playing that little game, you lean back, look her dead in the eye, and say, "Look, I'm not here to win you, I'm here to see you." Let that breathe for a second, because what you've just done is shift all the power. You're basically telling her, "I'm not here trying to prove I'm good enough for you. I'm here to see if you're good enough for me." You're showing her that you're not another dude trying to get picked. You're the prize. And that's the moment she starts leaning into you, wondering what's different about you. And trust me, that's when you've got her attention without even trying. Point 2. I'm actually not for everyone. Bro, let me tell you something that used to mess me up back in the day. I used to think I had to be the guy that every woman liked. I'd bend over backward, trying to fit whatever image I thought she wanted. Mr. Nice Guy for one girl, Mr. Funny Guy for another. Changing myself just to get their approval. But here's what I learned the hard way. The guy who tries to impress everyone impresses no one. You want to know what really hits different? Look her in the eye and say, "I'm actually not for everyone." Say it casually, like you're just stating a fact, not trying to sound cool. Because what you're really saying is, "Hey, I'm not desperate. I'm not available to every woman who gives me attention. I've got my own standards too." And that makes you rare. It makes her stop and think, "Wait, what does he mean by that? Am I even his type?" You flip the whole vibe. Now she's the one wondering if she is good enough for you. And bro, once you get her thinking like that, game over. She's already invested. Point 3. You're full of surprises, aren't you? Alright man, here's where it gets fun. You ever notice how most guys kill the vibe by overreacting to every little thing a woman says? Like she says something remotely interesting and they're like, "Oh my god, really? No way, that's amazing." Bro, it's way too much. It looks like you've never talked to a woman before. But what really pulls her in is when you stay cool, like you've seen a little bit of life. And when she says something that catches you off guard, something real, not rehearsed, you just lean in, smirk a little and say, "You're full of surprises, aren't you?" That one line, it hits, because it makes her feel unpredictable. Like there's more to her than meets the eye. And trust me, women love to feel like they're a mystery you're still trying to figure out. It keeps her engaged because now she wants to keep showing you those little sides of herself. The parts that nobody else really notices. She starts thinking, what else can I surprise him with? What else can I show him that will make him lean in again like that? And that's when she starts chasing that feeling you just gave her, without even realizing it. Point 4. I like that you're not trying to be perfect. Alright bro, you know what's crazy? Most women, they walk around guarded, like they've got this invisible mask on, trying to come off like they've got it all figured out, saying the right things, laughing at the right moments, posting those picture-perfect stories online. And honestly, you can't blame them. Most guys only notice the highlight reel, her looks, her body, her outfit. But here's where you can flip that whole experience for her. Catch her in a moment where she slips up a little. Maybe she laughs at her own dumb joke. Maybe she admits something awkward about herself, or shows you her weird side without realizing it. That's when you lean in, smile a little, and hit her with this. You know, I actually like that you're not trying to be perfect. Bro, you have no idea how that hits, because what you just did is give her permission to drop the act. You're telling her, you don't have to perform for me. You don't have to be flawless. I actually like the messy, real parts of you. And that makes her feel safe in a way most men never make her feel. And when a woman feels safe to be herself around you, she starts opening up more, leaning in more, because now it's real. Point 5. We don't have to rush this. Bro, let me break something down for you that took me years to get right. Most women expect guys to rush. Rush to get their number, rush to meet up, rush to take things to the next level. And most dudes fall right into that trap. They start pushing too soon, trying to lock her in before she changes her mind. But here's the thing, when you act like you're in a hurry, you're actually telling her you don't believe in your own value. It screams scarcity, like you're scared she'll lose interest if you don't make a move right now. But you know what really messes with her head in a good way? When you slow it all down, look her dead in the eye and say, hey, we don't have to rush this. I actually enjoy getting to know you like this. Man, that one line disarms her completely, because now you're not just another guy trying to win her quickly. You're a man who's in control of the pace, and trust me, when she feels like you're not in a hurry, it builds tension. It makes her start wondering, why isn't he pushing? Why does he seem so relaxed? Is he used to women chasing him? And bro, that's exactly the energy that makes her want to keep chasing you. Point 6. I don't let just anyone get close to me. Alright bro, lean in for this one. Because this right here, this separates you from 99% of men. You see, most guys are way too open too fast. They'll tell a woman everything about themselves on the first date, overshare their feelings, give away all their attention without making her earn any of it. And look, I get it. It feels good to connect. But when you give too much, too soon, it makes you look easy. So here's what you do instead. Next time you're vibing with her, maybe she's starting to push for more attention or asking personal questions. Just pause for a second, smile a little, and say, you know, I don't let just anyone get close to me. Say it calm, like you've lived that truth. Because what you're really telling her is this. Look, I'm not for everybody. My energy is earned, not given. And bro, that makes you feel like a rare find. It makes her wonder, what's behind that wall? What would it feel like to be the woman who actually gets through to him? That mystery, that emotional challenge, it makes her lean in harder. Because now, she's the one trying to qualify for you. And trust me, that's when the game shifts in your favor. Listen, women aren't drawn to what most men say. They're drawn to the way you make them feel when you say it. And when you speak like this, with calmness, selectiveness, and emotional weight, you flip the script. You stop chasing, you stop trying to impress, and you start standing out as the man she can't stop thinking about. So here's what I want you to do. Drop a magnetic in the comments below if you watched till the end, because that tells me you're ready to become the man women feel pulled toward without even knowing why.